Hello everybody and welcome back into TD Garden from downtown Boston. The Boston Bruins and the Toronto Maple Leafs in their third and final meeting of the season. This one added to the schedule for special reasons. For Chevy watching in the crowd tonight on his team, the Boston Bruins. We wish them the best of luck. But on our side of things, announcing goes towards Toronto, but it'll be just as fun nonetheless. Here's Morgan Riley. It's a retro night from Boston here in their third and final special meeting of the year. First two meetings took by Toronto and both in overtime. 3-2 back in Boston and 2-1 in Toronto. Or sorry, was it 4-3? It was 4-3 in Boston, 3-2 in Toronto. Both overtime wins by the Leafs. So the Bruins want to take this third and final game. Draw one by Matthews. Klingberg to Marner, down into the Boston zone. It's knocked back behind by Swayman. Here's a pass out front. That was cut. Leafs have it again. Nylander over skates. Here's Marchand out to center with it. Leafs all over him for it. In comes Marchand. Right wing, he'll chip it down into the Toronto zone. Nylander for Matthews. Not out of the zone. Now he has it up that left side and down into the Boston zone. That rings off the boards. McAvoy collects it off the bounce. Marchand is in. Here he comes on Wall. Shoots! Stopped by Joseph Wall. His first good test tonight. That's played ahead to Bertuzzi. The Leafs the other way. Bertuzzi, a former Bruin. Here's Bertuzzi with Matthews. And that one just missing wide. Bertuzzi back for Matthews. Back in front. And they score! It's Max Domi. A weird one from behind the net out front. Puts Toronto in front 1-0 here in the first. Matthews setting up Domi. Look at this backhand feed from Matthews. This one off Swayman in the net. He almost had it, just not enough. And Toronto strikes first here in Boston. So here we go. Face-off coming. And here we go. Draw one back, controlled by Lindholm. He gave that away, and that's trouble. Tavares is in. Tavares scores! And it's 2-0 Toronto. John Tavares goes back-to-back with Max Domi. The same line, and it's actually assisted by Domi. This one just enough speed on Cap's stick, and he's going to beat Swayman down low inside the left post for a 2-0 lead. First two meetings, as you mentioned, Leafs won both in overtime, so Bruins trying to take this third and final game, but they're losing 2-0 at the moment. Here's Krejci, centers, and he stopped. A good one by Wall as here's Tavares for Toronto again. John Tavares steps in, he shoots. Stopped by Swayman. Bertuzzi back to the point. Here's Giordano moving in. Giordano gets that to the corner. Domi's after it. Hit there. Here's Lindholm. Head to Hall. First meeting 4-3 in Boston. That was the season opener. The Leafs tied it in the final minute. Would end up winning in overtime. Hall to stop. Rebound that one. And that wouldn't go either. Here's McAvoy from the point. Coyle to Lindholm. Dished off McAvoy. Hall in front gave that away. Here's Calle Jarnkrok for Toronto. Leafs in their third last road game of the year. Third or fourth. Here's Coyle to the net. Couldn't get that through. So 2-0 Leafs here in the opening period. First meeting 4-3 in overtime, Toronto. Second meeting 3-2 in overtime, Toronto. First was in Boston. The second was in Toronto. This one back in Boston, the third and final. Here's a hit on Ryan Reeves, and Orlov gets the puck and tries to get it out. He does to center ice. Jake DeBrusk ahead. McAvoy was in. No shot to the net taken back. Here's Calle Jarnkrok. Jarnkrok stepping by. Here come the Leafs. Calle Jarnkrok centers. That one slipping wide. Reeves threw it back out front. Orlov was there. Here's Zacha down into the Toronto zone. Final minute here of this first period. Klingberg ahead to Nylander. That's camp ahead for Nylander, and he is way offside. 23.8 seconds remaining here in the first. 2-0 Toronto. They went back-to-back early in the first period and have a good start here in Boston on this retro night. Draw one, here's Orlov. He'll fling it down into the Toronto zone. Seconds running down here in the first period. The pass ahead finds Matthews. This might be trouble. Matthews is in, and he sends it wide at the buzzer. 2-0 Toronto through the first 20 minutes tonight against the Boston Bruins. Domi and then Tavares, they go back-to-back. Shots a goal in the game are 5-3 Leafs. Hits are 2-1 Toronto. Faceoffs 4-1 Boston. No power plays, 2-0 Toronto after 1. Welcome into the second period of play here tonight from TD Garden in downtown Boston. The Bruins down by 2 after 1 to the Maple Leafs. McAvoy to Lindholm. Through center, he was coming with it. He gets it into the Toronto zone. Riley has it for the Leafs. Ahead for Marner. And now this might be trouble. Mitch Marner! Stopped by Swayman. Nylander out front. He'll throw that to the corner. Marner picks that back up. Marner trying to keep control of it. Lost that to McAvoy. Here's McAvoy in behind his goal, trying to get ahead and out. Kept in by the Leafs. Matthews in front for Nylander, the shot. And that was on net, stopped by Swayman. Here's Matthews in. Backhand. That won't go. Here's McAvoy. Bruins get ahead with Pastrnak and Marchand. In they come. And a chance stopped. Rebound side door. Marchand to McAvoy. Here's Marchand from distance. That's stopped by Wall. Here's Tavares, and here come the Leafs again. John Tavares winds and shoots. That one deflecting. Rebound bounces towards the net. Out of midair. And that's stopped by Swayman for a face-off in the Boston zone. Just past 6 gone here in the second period. Still 2-0 Toronto from the first. You can hear the fans cheering here in Boston. Trying to get their team going here. Here is Bertuzzi, a backhand. And Swayman gobbles that up against the former Bruins. Good chance and tight for Tyler Bertuzzi. But the Boston netminder, Jeremy Swayman, better sticking with them all the way to make that stop. Face-off coming. Draw one back, controlled by McAvoy. To the middle of the ice, he has Coyle, and that's played off on the wing to Hall. Coming up next, the Toronto Marlies and the Syracuse Crunch. Coyle taken away. Hall back to McAvoy. Corner for Coyle to the net. He'll center, stopped by Wall. Good save there as here comes Domi for Toronto. Max Domi's taken down, trying to get ahead for Tavares. Hall to Coyle. Here come the Bruins the other way, trying to get back as Riley. Domi took it away. Tavares through center. And try to get in over the line. That's Hall back to it. Now Lindholm back to Coyle. In they come again. Here's a chance for a shot. Hall got it. And it's stopped again by Wall. Yarncroke dishing that off the boards and back in behind the Toronto net. Here's Reeves with it. Ryan Reeves ahead, that finds Brody, and here come the Leafs ahead. Brody fakes and shoots, and an easy stop made by Swayman. He'll hold on for a face-off. 7:36 to go here in the second. Still 2-0 Toronto from the first. Bruins have had more time on attack, but Joseph Wall has been sharp so far tonight for the Maple Leafs. Face-off coming. Swayman with 10 saves in this game for Boston. 10 saves on 12 shots faced. Camp kicks that back around to Reeves. He'll send that all the way back around. No one there. And Hathaway tried to get it out. Camp centers. No one there for Toronto. Jake DeBrusk the other way. Here come the Bruins on the right wing. To the net. Wall makes the save. Bouncing around. It bounced to his stick. Here's another chance. Pastrnak. That won't go. Here's Jake DeBrusk from the corner out front. Leafs take that away and send it ahead for Yarncroke. Into the Boston zone. Here is Reeves to the net. And Swayman made the save. Orlov to Zacha. Here come the Bruins up that right side. Matthews trying to get back. The shot. Scores! A beauty! It's Pavel Zacha. And it's a 2-1 game. Well, the Bruins get a big one late here in the second to cut the lead in half. Leafs have not been able to convert this period. The Bruins do. And this is a brand new game. We're on one back, controlled by Toronto. Aston race ahead for Nylander. Right back in come the Leafs with a shot. And Swayman with the stop. Holding on in the Boston zone. 2:07 to go here, second period. 2-1 Toronto from TD Garden. Face off to come to the left side of the net. As we mentioned, the Toronto Marlies Syracuse Crunch coming up next from Coca-Cola Coliseum. Marlies took the first meeting in Syracuse. Here's a giveaway. That might be trouble. Carlo gave it away. Nylander's in. And he scores with a nice move in the final minute of the second period to get Toronto back ahead by 2. Nice move by Nylander. Gets around the D. Fakes him out and then goes backhand to forehand upstairs, up and over Swayman. Up and over that left shoulder for a 3-1 lead. Bruins, all they could do is shake their heads. It's a 2-goal game again. The face-off. Boston's had their looks. They haven't been able to convert, really, though. 1 goal in this game. Matthews trying to get ahead. He's taken down by Marchand. Looked at the official. The official said he saw nothing on that. Here's Marchand through center. Matthews back ahead. Aston Reese. And that's where we're going to end 2 periods of play. Toronto 3. Boston 1 through 40 minutes. Shots to goal in the game are 16-10 for the Leafs. A 3-1 lead after 2. The hits are 5-3 Toronto. Faceoffs 8-4 Boston. No power plays. 3-1 Toronto after 2. Welcome into the third period tonight from TD Garden in downtown Boston. 3-1 Leafs through 40 minutes. We enter the third here from TD. Pastrnak gave it away. Nylander's in, and he scores again. William Nylander early here in the third to make it 4-1 Toronto. And the boos start raining down here in TD. That only took 32 seconds. Went upstairs again. Up and over that same shoulder he did right before the end of the second. Same move, same spot. 4-1 Toronto. Face off back to center ice, and you can hear the boos raining down. William Nylander, his second of the night. Win home to Marchand. In come the Bruins, and Leafs trying to get that out. Marchand taken by Matthews. Ahead to Riley. Chipping that up for Marner. Marner back for Nylander. Nylander in again. He has Marner. Marner in front to Matthews. And a great stop made by Swayman. McAvoy. Here's Bergeron playing that up for Brad Marchand with a step to the net. Tried to play that out front. No one there for the Bruins. Here's Mitch Marner. He'll get by. Gets it into the corner for William Nylander. Nylander battling for it. McAvoy had to win home. Here's David Pastrnak, hit at center by John Klingberg. Klingberg trying to get back into the zone. Pastrnak, in he comes, left side, spinning it off. Krejci the shot, and Wall made the save. Bouncing around, here's another pass that's cut. Leafs try to get ahead, Bertuzzi. Here's Morgan Riley overskating it. Bruins to the net. Pastrnak pickpocketed. Bruins running out of time. 12.5 to go here, third period. 4-1 Toronto. Here's Domi. Domi in front. Center the shot. Where is it? Swayman collects that in his equipment. Here's Coyle. Krejci through center. In come the Bruins. 2-on-1. Here's a chance from the corner out front. McAvoy scores. Came out front. Rips it by Wall. 4-2 game. And the Bruins have some life here in the third period. Face off, one back controlled. Leafs gave that away. All trying to get in. Here he comes to the net. And he stopped by Wall. Went right to the paint. Coyle to Orlov. Winding center and Carlo. Here's Krejci. Bruins setting up. A chance in front. Spinning and shooting that. Stopped by Wall. Played ahead for Domi. Here come the Leafs the other way. Max Domi with a move. Domi moves in. Can't get that shot to the net. Brandon Carlo in the corner. Leafs get it back with Kampf. David Kampf. Trying to send that through some skates in front. Orlov ahead to Zacha. 7 to go here, third period. 4-2 Toronto. Hathaway in front. And Wall comes up with his best stop of the night with 6:42 to go. 4-2 Toronto. Shots are 19-15 Toronto in the game. Bruins have had their looks in this third period, and Joseph Wall has had to be good. Draw one that's played ahead to Calle Jarnkrok. Here's Carlo. Back through center. Zacha's in. Centers the shot. Stopped by Wall. Giordano. Kampf gave that away. Orlov. Hathaway stopped and they score! It's a one-goal game! Garrett Hathaway. And Jake DeBrusk gets the rebound in front to make it a 4-3 game. If you're a Bruins fan, you got to be loving the anticipation here in this third period. Here's Kampf. He has Jarnkrok. Calle Jarnkrok moving in, spinning it back, and now looking for a shot. Still has it. Now puts it towards the net. It's wide. Kampf centers out front, and they score! It's Ryan Reeves with a backhand that sneaks its way through Jeremy Swayman. The Leafs get the goal back. It's 5-3. Well, this one, just great pressure by Toronto and a backhand right there. Squeaks underneath that left leg of Jeremy Swayman. Toronto back up by 2 again. Face off at center ice. 5-3 game. You got to be enjoying this one. Always special between the Leafs and the Bruins. Here's a giveaway to Klingberg. Here's John Klingberg. He has Matthews. Centers. And they score. Austin Matthews makes it 6-3. The Leafs strike late again. And they've put this one out of reach tonight. Bruins made it interesting, making it 4-3, but the Leafs come back-to-back shifts and find the back of the net for a 6-3 lead. 2:31 to go, 6-3 Toronto. But it was pretty interesting moments ago when it was 4-3. Here's Marner inside, gave that away to Jake DeBrusk. Leafs keep it in. Marner to the net. He was taken down, and Orlov smiling as he got away with that. Here in the corner with it. Leafs try to get it from him. Jake DeBrusk along the boards. Morgan Rielly to keep it in. Carlo to Zacha and back out. Final minute of play here in the third period. Morgan Rielly's after the puck. Rielly's in! And he just sent it wide. Here's David Pastrnak the other way with Zacha. Matthews pokes on that. Marner tried to pick it up. Jake DeBrusk with it. Rielly back ahead to Marner again. Here's Mitch Marner taken down, but going back after the puck on Carlo. Marner. Carlo having trouble with it, but got it up on the wing for Marchand. 24 seconds left, 6-3. Here's a drop pass shot. That's blocked, bouncing around. Pastrnak can't put it in. Great chance. Another stop by Wall. In the corner, Marchand. He stopped. And the Leafs trying to survive the final 8 seconds here in Boston. Pastrnak gloved by Wall. And the Maple Leafs going to win here in Boston 6-3. They'll sweep the season, set first 2 games in overtime. This one a different story. The Leafs, a good start. They held on to that lead. They built on it. The Bruins, a stunning effort at a comeback, but couldn't get it done. And the Leafs put it away of a final score tonight from TD, 6-3. Toronto Marlies and Syracuse Crunch coming up now from Coca-Cola Coliseum.